Friday was another great day for the majority of the handicappers here at the site. Thursday, of course, just about everybody on Oklahoma City. Last night, just about everybody on the Boston Celtics. Game 4 of the Thunder Spurs series today. I've got your free pick on that contest, my third straight in that series, and a free baseball selection as well coming your way in just a moment, plus a money-saving discount coupon code that could save you hundreds of dollars off your total purchase today. All that and more coming up in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here. Of course, I have been pretty much money in the bank in the last two games of this series. Tuesday night giving you a 15-dime play and winner on San Antonio and a free play on that game to go over the posted price. And then on Thursday, coming back and giving you another 15-dime play, which matches the biggest of my career in the NBA on Oklahoma City, and giving you the free pick winner on that game to stay under the posted price. And as I said, I was pretty much right on the money if you got my analysis either for the side or here on the video report for the total for both of those contests. And today, guys, I'm going for the trifecta because once more today, I've got another 15-dime release which matches the highest rated play of my career in the NBA, and your third in a row in this series on the Game 4 side. And these plays in the NBA the past 3 years, 34-18 record with them. Same plays in the NFL the past 4 years, and I'm 47-32. Guys, I know a 15-dime play doesn't sound big like the 100-dimer I'm going to tell you about Jeff Benton having today in just a moment. But again, you have to always consider that 99% of my releases are rated between 5 and 15 dimes. So this is right there at the top of that rating scale. Now, I'll get to your free picks in a moment, but let me also talk about some of the other handicappers. And we'll start with Jeff Benton, who today has 100-dime winner number 11 out of 14 overall, and 8 of his last 10 on your Game 4 side. He had a 100-dime winner on the Thunder in game number 1 of this series, had a 100-dime play on the 76ers in game 4 against Boston a couple of weeks ago. Last night, a 20-dime play on the Celtics, and he's on a 60-39 run with those 20-dime releases, and of course today's play is 5 times stronger. And these are the same 100-dime releases that he went 8-1 in college basketball this season, capping that incredible campaign with, of course, Kentucky over Kansas in the national title game. Props going out to Trace Adams, guys, last night. Now doing it once more, a perfect 5-0 with those rare double your wager 2,000-star releases so far in the postseason, as he had the Celtics last night getting the job done. Today, looking for NBA best bet winner number 21 out of 30. 21 out of 30. And normally a 1,000-star play is his top-rated selection. Today, he's upping the ante once more. His Raise the Bar winner number Raise the Bar 1,500-star winner number 5 in a row here in the postseason going today. $1 bettors, guys, have won over $13,000 following Trace's advice over the past month, over $13,000. And by the way, congratulations going out to Matt Rivers. He also cashed in again last night. Looking for winning day number 12 out of 17 today. He's 5-1 with his conference final releases, and he has 250,000-star winner number 5 out of 6 on the Thunder Spurs side today. About the only handicapper that didn't win last night off the top of my head that I can tell you in the NBA would have been Craig Davis, who failed. He had the Miami Heat, but still looking today for playoff winner number 12 out of 18 and winning day number 13 out of 20 overall. It's not exactly like he's been struggling too much here along the way. Guys, listen, every single Saturday since last June, I have been giving you a money-saving discount coupon code that can save you hundreds of dollars off your purchases today, because this is a 20% money-saving discount coupon code that's good off your total purchase price. I'll give you the details, but first let me give you the coupon, guys. The coupon is a simple one for you. Game 4. Game 4. G-A-M-E and the number 4. Game 4. No space between game and the number 4. Game 4. G-A-M-E and the number 4. Now, here's the deal with this coupon as opposed to the coupon I gave you yesterday, for example, which I think saved you like $14 off a single purchase price. With this particular coupon, it saves you 20% off your total purchase today. That means you've got to buy everything at once. You can't come in and, for example, buy Jeff Benton's big play and come back 3 hours later and buy Matt Rivers or my latest selection. You've got to put everything in your shopping cart at once. But where the savings really multiply is that it's a mix and match coupon. And what I mean is this. For example, Trace Adams. He's made $1 bettors for over $13,000 in the past month, right? So let's say, for example, you wanted to make a long-term commitment to Trace Adams and you wanted to buy 60 days of his service. Well, normally that would cost you $579. But with this 20% discount coupon, you'll save almost $115 by making that long-term commitment. And remember, guys, if you happen to currently be in the midst of a package with a particular handicapper where you have an applicable instant rebate coming your way, you get that instant rebate plus the 20% savings using the coupon code GAME4. But you can mix and match. Guys, you want Trace Adams, 60 days of service. You want my selection or Jeff Benton's 100-dimer today. Or you want to get a 7-day package of the Insider Money Move service. Guys, you can mix and match. Again, you put everything in your shopping cart at one time, and then you save 20% off your total purchase by using that coupon code GAME4. GAME4. Now, let's get to your first free pick today, guys. I've got one in the NBA, one in baseball. In the NBA, of course, we're taking a look at the total in the Oklahoma City-San Antonio contest. I told you game number 2 would go over. I told you game number 3 would stay under. Very interesting how the odds makers have adjusted this price so fiercely going here into tonight's contest. Game number 3, the total was set at 206, 206.5. Well, today you're looking at a total that's 5 points fewer, right around 201, 201.5. A couple of interesting things you see in game number 3. Of course, you saw San Antonio just play a horrific game, but can you really come down on the Spurs too hard after they had won 20 in a row, had won 24 of their previous 25 on the road, had won 8 of the previous 10 games in the series, and dominated from the fourth quarter of game number 1 right through the end of game number 2? No. Can't really be that hard on the Spurs. Yes, Scott Brooks of Oklahoma City came up with a couple of defensive changes. Key, Sefolosha and Tony Parker, and Serge Ibaka doing a very good job at pushing Manu Ginobili out to the outside, which really limited his effectiveness, harassing him when he was trying to get going in the Spurs pick and roll, which is the key to their success. But what was really interesting in game number 3 was the fact that Sefolosha and Ibaka, two guys that aren't known for their offensive exploits, combined for like 33 points, I think it was, in that game. And really, that made the scoring of the big 3 for Oklahoma City, Kevin Durant and James Harden and Russell Westbrook, not nearly as important. Now, remember, in game number 2, these guys combined for like 193 points, okay? And, of course, I'm joking, but you know how it's been. And it's very interesting that in the series, just looking at a number here I wrote down, the big 3 for Oklahoma City, they accounted for 76% of Oklahoma City's total points in the first 2 games in the series. But in game number 3 on Thursday night, those 3 combined for just 46% of the total points. And yet today, the price of this game, the total, has gone down. Now, I always like to frame the question to you and ask it to you rhetorically. Can Russell Westbrook score more than 10 points today like he did on Thursday? Absolutely. Kevin Durant had a very economical production on Thursday night in terms of points scored, just 22 points. And he's been very economical in the entire series, averaging 26.6 points, but averaging just 17.5 shots a game. Can Kevin Durant go off for 30 today? Absolutely. Is it possible for Oklahoma City to get those strong contributions from Sefolosha and Ibaka offensively and still get strong play off the bench from Derek Fisher as he has contributed in all 3 games of the series? Absolutely. Yet the line today is 5 points less in terms of the total. Then you flip sides and you look at San Antonio and you say, well, the Spurs just had one of those games on Thursday night. And yes, Oklahoma City had great success stopping the pick and roll. But keep in mind, in winning 8 of the previous 10 games, the pick and roll was unstoppable for San Antonio in this series. And because of the effectiveness of the pick and roll, the Spurs had hit nearly 50% of their 3-pointers in those previous 10 games. Hell, Even without it working, they had 11 three-pointers in game number 3 on Thursday night. Is it to be expected that Tony Parker gets more involved in the offense early, coming off that 34-point outing on 16 to 21 shooting in game number 2? He was limited to just 16 points and had 5 costly turnovers in game number 3. Will Parker get more involved? Absolutely. Will Tim Duncan make the conscious decision to go back outside where he's most effective at this stage of his career because of his age and his physical limitations, instead of trying to play down low on the post where he was just not effective in game number 3? Absolutely. Is it to be expected that Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard, who had combined for 28 points in game number 2, would do better than their 5-point total contribution in game number 3? Absolutely. So again, the line for this game is 5 points less. I say you go ahead and play this one back over the total, as the Spurs are better offensively, and Oklahoma City can obviously get even greater contributions from their big 3, even if they don't get the unexpected offensive contributions from Ibaka and Sefolosha. So I like the game to go over the posted price. One other thing I just want to address quickly about game number 4 in this series. You had both of these series in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals, game 3 situations where the home team was coming back home in a 2-0 hole in the best-of-7 deficit series. And clearly, the public was on both home teams. Most of the handicappers here at the site were on both home teams. I can tell you, formerly as a reporter, and it's many, many years as a handicapper and a gambler as well, that a Game 3 victory for the home team in that situation by a decisive double-digit rout, it's huge for their confidence. Just absolutely huge. And I think everybody out there, you know it as well as I do. But I think the mistake that a lot of you, the gambling public and the overall general public, make is that thinking that those type of double-digit blowout routes are demoralizing for the losing team. I can tell you guys from being in the locker room, these guys, they don't care if they lose by 23 or they lose by 1. In fact, I'll tell you, the 1-point loss in the final minute bothers the players more than the 22-point burial loss, okay? It's just a loss. Those type of double-digit routes have so much more, shall I say, influence on the team that wins in terms of momentum than the team that loses. Because the losing team simply falls back with the mindset that, hey, we were up 2-0, we're now still up 2-1. It's not a matter of pressure, it's not a matter of confidence. So don't ever think that the team on the wrong side, like the Spurs in game number 3 and the Miami Heat last night, are sitting there after the game going, oh my God, we got buried. It doesn't work that way. It's not the athlete's mindset. Okay, guys, let's go to your free pick today. And yesterday, of course, I skipped the Miami-Boston series. My personal best bet was a 5-dime play on the Colorado Rockies, and they absolutely bludgeoned the Los Angeles Dodgers last night, 13-3. Now, the Rockies are on a nice little roll here, and I'm going to go with them today as the home favorite. They have scored 53 runs on 71 hits and reeling off 5 consecutive wins. I mean, pretty damn impressive. In fact, in their last 10 games, they've averaged 8.3 runs a game. Dodgers, meanwhile, followed up a 4-game sweep at home, losing those 4 games, to the Milwaukee Brewers by getting bludgeoned last night by the Rockies. They're 2-7 in their last 9 games. They had 4 errors last night. I don't see the Rockies stopping hitting the ball here today. Carlos Gonzalez, 6 homers, 11 RBIs, and a batting average over .625 in his last 6 games. Now, Nicasio, the starter today. Has he pitched well this year? Absolutely not. 5.11 earned run average. But, he's pitched even worse at home. I'm telling you the bad here, guys. 7 earned run average at home this season. But 2 of his best games this entire season came in his 2 previous starts against the Dodgers. May 12th at L.A., 7 innings, a 5-hit, 1-run ball, 9 strikeouts. Took the loss. April 20th in a home outing against the Dodgers. 6 innings of 9-hit, 2-run ball. Aaron Harang, the Dodgers starter, a 4.86 earned run average. On the road this season, has a 4.75 earned run average in 12 career outings against the Rockies. This is the 3rd time that he has faced them this season as well. And again, I'm going to go with the Rockies and the Red Hot Bats as your baseball free play. Good luck, guys, and I'll catch you again on Sunday as we break down game number 4 of the Boston-Miami series.